Now Dr. I V Rao sir will be addressing you all.
Esteemed dignitaries on the dais, my beloved teacher, Dr. Anjireddy Garu, and the chairman of the ASRAM institutions, Dr. Sri Gangaraj Garu, and the guests of honor, Miss Naina Jaiswal and Srimati Rati Dev Garu, and the superintendent of the hospital, Dr. Satya Garu, and the vice principals, Dr. Srinivas and Dr. Vijay Ramaraj Garu, and the CEO, Dr. Hanumantrao Garu, and all the faculty of the ASRAM Medical College, and the undergraduate and postgraduate students of ASRAM Medical College, the family members of the students, and also all the other invitees, ladies and gentlemen. Well, after the wonderful address given by Naina Jaiswal, I think my job would be not to interact on various general measures, but we keep my address to the professional aspect and area. As you are all doctors, as you are all students in the medical field and studying in the ASRAM Medical College. And I'm very happy to be here this evening and to be associated with the College Day celebrations of the ASRAM Medical College. For this, I thank Dr. Anjireddy Garu and also Dr. Krishnamurthy Garu for giving me this opportunity. In fact, I agreed to come here because I will have the opportunity to meet again my teacher, Dr. Anjireddy Garu, and my colleague, Dr. Krishnamurthy Garu, and also my long association with Gangaraj Garu. I wanted very much to meet him and see him and exchange a few pleasantries with him. So, for this reason, I am here today, and I'm very happy that I have accepted the invitation. I am with all of you this evening. Well, at the outset, I congratulate all the undergraduate and postgraduate students who were fortunate enough to get the admission into ASRAM Medical College, because I believe ASRAM Medical College is one of the best medical institutes in the state. I also compliment all the prize-winning students who would be receiving their awards, medals, and honors for their best performances, not only in academics, but also in sports. Well, I had the privilege of working with Dr. Anjireddy Garu in Rangarai Medical College when he was the professor of plastic surgery and I was an assistant professor in medicine, a very young assistant professor who was starting my career in Rangarai Medical College. One should learn the discipline, the sense of duty, the professionalism and ethics from him.
Absolutely.
He used to come at 8 a.m. in the morning and he used to be there till the last person left the hospital, that is at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. He was so punctual and he gave the utmost care to the patients in his unit, and he was a very skillful plastic surgeon. In fact, I always tried to emulate his discipline, his honesty and his integrity. So you are very lucky that you have the director of the grade of Dr. Anjaneti Garu, who is still a very good professor and a very good surgeon amidst all of us. Dr. Krishnamurti Garu, I was associated with him when I was in the NTR University of Health Sciences. In fact, I picked him to be the director of academics because I felt that he was very good in academics and that he was a very good teacher. Then I have known Gokaraj Gangaraj Garu since the time I was the director of medical education, way back in 2006-7. And this institution at that time was an upcoming institution, and hats off to him that this institution has grown in leaps and bounds by his able guidance and a watchful eye. So he has done remarkably well to see that this institution has developed so much and reached to this level that today it is not only catering to nearly 250 undergraduate students, but also 150 postgraduate students, and also having the super specialty departments in the college, and also having some super specialty DM and MCH courses. So my utmost respect for him, and also I congratulate him for all the work he has done to develop this institution. Well, having said that, I have a piece of advice, a message, probably on the professional side, unlike what Jaiswal has given on the general side of how we have to conduct ourselves and how we have to live in the present state of affairs. So, what I would like to say is that all the undergraduate and postgraduate students who are here, now they must all concentrate on what I am saying. Because first let me address the undergraduate students. Now you, the undergraduate student, the first year student recently who is admitted to this ASRAM Medical College, he made such a lot of hard work that he has done his NEET examination. He secured a very good rank. And I know all of you must have toiled day and night working on a long-term coaching or a short-term coaching in various institutions, working day in and day out, and you secure a good rank and enter the portals of the medical college. Now, once you are in the medical college, what I experienced was that you are subjected to a release phenomenon. That is, you feel that you have achieved something great, and you tend to relax, and you tend to just while away your time when you are in the medical college spending with your friends. Now that is not what you are supposed to do. What I would like to caution you is that you have to continue the hard work that you have been doing. As if you are preparing for a NEET examination, you have to start studying right from the first year up to the final year, at least 3-4 hours a day, for 6 days in a week. You must study hard, you must work hard, because I believe medicine is not like mathematics or engineering. In engineering, you say 2 + 2 is equal to 4, or you have a formula from which you can arrive at an answer. But in medicine, you have to go through a lot of facts regarding the various aspects of the body, the anatomical aspects, the physiological aspects, the biochemical aspects, the pathological aspects. So many things are there when you go through the 5-year course of MBBS. And it is not easy if you don't work hard, if you don't struggle to get the details of what is written in the big textbooks that you have in various subjects. Unless you study hard, you can never reach the goal of success in medicine. So, if you work hard these 5 years, then your further course would be that much easy. And when you appear for the NEET postgraduate examination, I am sure you would be able to secure a good rank and secure a postgraduate seat, which would be the harbinger of a very productive professional life as a doctor in your future life. So you must get a postgraduate seat. You must get a postgraduate degree, because these days just an undergraduate, an MBBS degree is not enough to thrive and survive in this society. You must have a postgraduate degree, and you must establish yourself as a good specialist and a practitioner of medicine. So, having said that, now when I was in the university, what happened was that at the end of the first year, a lot of students are not able to succeed in their first year examinations. And the parents have come to me and said that my child has got 40 rank, 100 rank, 200 rank in MSET, and they are failing in the university examination, the first year MBBS. How is it possible? Your examiners are not properly valuing the answer papers. Now this is the complaint I received from several of the parents, and they even went to the courts and challenged the valuation of the university examiners. But then I said, no, it is not the case. Your child, after entering the medical course, he is not studying in the same manner as he used to do while preparing for a NEET examination. So, the courts never gave a positive verdict in their favor. But what I did was, I gave a good hearing to them. I thought we have to address the problem they have been posing to us. So what I have done was, then we introduced 3 evaluation systems for each paper. First evaluation will be done, then some other examiners will do the second evaluation, and if the difference is marks is too wide, then we would subject it to a third evaluation. So that's how we have standardized the evaluation of the theory paper evaluation in all the MBBS examination of all the 5 years, and this is a system that we have introduced because of this problem. So what I would like to say is that if you study well and if you perform well, you are sure to get a good rank, and you are sure to get a good postgraduate degree of your choice and do well in your future life. Now, as far as the postgraduate students are concerned, now what I would like to say is that they should give utmost importance to clinical medicine, acquire reasonable skills. They must have good skills. They must acquire reasonable skills, and they must become proficient in patient management. That means they must be very thorough in the patient management. They must be very good in their clinical skills, and they must develop this art of practicing medicine. So this can only be achieved. I am telling you, the postgraduates here, that you should take a good clinical history. Take a good and complete clinical history and make a thorough physical examination and arrive at a possible, probable diagnosis which can be confirmed by the various investigations that are available with us these days. But going to the investigations straight away and not examining the patient and not coming to a clinical diagnosis will put you into a very difficult situation, and most of the time you are likely to miss the mark of the clinical diagnosis. So what is most important is you must learn to make a thorough clinical examination and acquire the necessary skills of patient management. Now, to help these postgraduate students, what we have done in the university was that we started conducting continuous medical education programs region-wise. Every 3 months in all the specialties, we have devised a continuing medical education program so that the latest trends in medicine would be dealt by very expert professors, and they would come to know of the latest advances in medicine. And also in the afternoon session, we have arranged clinical case discussions so that the postgraduate students will be exposed to the various clinical presentations and also the various questioning that would be done by professors from different parts of the state. So this we have this program has been chalked out and it has been implemented, and it has been found very useful to the postgraduate students. Now likewise, to facilitate the postgraduate students to have a theory knowledge, updated theory knowledge periodically. Now it is always our behavior that we don't study the whole year, but just before the examination we try to cramp whatever is there and try to study all the subjects at one particular point of time. Then in such a situation you will not be able to do the proper justice. You will become anxious for not completing the subject. You become very jittery, and you may not perform very well in the examination. So what we did for the postgraduates was, every 6 months the university is conducting a theory examination in a particular specified subject or the curriculum, which will be intimated to them 6 months earlier, so that they will, for 6 months, they will prepare on those subjects, and they come and write the exam, and they have an experience of facing the examination and writing the answers, which should be valued by their professors. Now that's how we try to improve the postgraduate medical education and also the undergraduate evaluation systems in the university over a period of time. And I am sure it must have really helped all the medical graduates and medical students all over the state. Well, the most important thing that you doctors must learn to be is you must do a real hard work, not only in the period of study, but also when you practice medicine. What is needed is discipline, honesty, and integrity. And they should be the guiding force, the guiding spirit in your future careers, not only in your student days. And as Jaiswal has already said, what is required of a doctor is, because he is a very important person in the society, so he must be very professional, he must be very humble, he must be very soft in his discussion with the patient. That means he must have a very good communication skills. Then he must listen very carefully to the patient, what he is saying, careful, because the patient would be telling some very intimate problems concerning him or her. Then he should instill confidence in the patient by a proper physical examination, and also he should reassure the patient that whatever the problem with which the patient has come for can be solved, and the patient would be all right in course of time. So that is the confidence the doctor has to instill in the patient, and this can be achieved by a very high professional attitude that you people must develop over a period of time when you are a practicing doctor. And the most important thing I would like to tell you is, as a doctor, how you dress, how you approach the patient is also very important. Now, if you are properly dressed with a pant and a shirt and a tie if possible and an overall on top of you and then a stethoscope, and then you approach the patient, the attitude of the patient towards the doctor will be something totally different. The respect that you command from the patient is totally different vis-a-vis a position where a doctor goes with a t-shirt and a t-shirt and a shorts and he goes to the patient. What is the type of impression that this doctor is going to create in the mind of the patient? So always be properly dressed and approach the patient with all the niceties and give the proper attention to the patient which the patient is really due. And one other most important thing is that see, in medicine is a lifelong study. It is not that you have passed an MBBS course or you have acquired a PG degree, but these days things are developing so fast. The science is developing so fast. New molecules are being added. New drugs are coming up in the market. New types of surgeries are being introduced. New type of interventions are coming up. So what you need to do is you have to update your knowledge constantly. So for this you must constantly read the latest journals, the latest information that is being provided to you. You must attend the conferences. You must listen to the speakers who have done original research work. So when you do all this, you certainly would update your knowledge, and also by taking part in workshops, you will be able to update your skill, attitude and skill techniques when you are attending to these workshops, particularly if you are a surgeon or if you are a cardiologist or if you are a neurosurgeon. For that, the university has also gave a direction to all the medical colleges to develop skill labs. That means you have to develop your skill during the various interventions. Now this can be achieved only through the skill labs, which provide you the various instruments and the apparatus where it can do or perform an operation without the patient on a mannequin and with all the facilities available. Now thereby you can enhance your skills, improve your skills, and you be confident of what you are doing. And when you approach a real patient to do that particular intervention, you will be highly successful at the end of the day. So we have also given the direction, and in ASRAM we have a very good skill lab, and you must all utilize this skill lab to improve your working techniques on various procedures that are done on the patients. So finally, I would also like to say that apart from being humble, you must always respect your teachers, your professors, wherever they are. Whenever you happen to meet them, you must show the highest respect to them, because they are the people who made you all the great doctors that you may be tomorrow or today. So finally, what I would like to say is, you work hard, become highly qualified professionals, and bring a very good name and fame, not only to your institution, but also to your family. Now wherever you are in future, you may be in India or you may be abroad, but you are the torch bearers of this institution, that is the ASRAM Medical College, and you must see that the stars of ASRAM Medical College shine very bright in the sky in the future wherever you are. So finally, I would like to end my address with a Sanskrit sloka which highlights the importance of Vidya that is the education, and also the Vinayam, what Jaiswal has been telling. So the Sanskrit sloka goes like this: Vidya dadati Vinayam, Vidya dadati Vinayam, Vinayat yati praptatam, Vinaya yati praptatam, praptavat dhanam apnoti, praptavat dhanam apnoti, dhanat dharmam teto sukham. That is, meaning is education. If you are studying well, this education going to give you humility. That means you are very humble in your profession and in your nature. From humility, one attains character, a good character that you are supposed to achieve. And from character, one acquires wealth. You achieve wealth, you acquire wealth. And from wealth, one gets righteousness. That means you are upright, you have a lot of integrity. From wealth, you achieve righteousness. From righteousness, one gets sukham, that is your happiness. So ultimately, the education, the medical education which you are going through in this medical college, finally is going to give you a lot of humility, vinayam, dhanam, wealth, and happiness and success. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir.